see the equipment that are here. You can see things that are here. Nobody could remove anything. Is that how a country works? They just came suddenly, started demolition. You know, if my brother didn't have a brother like me, they would. He wanted to enter here. They say, no, you can't enter. We have got injunction. What about court injunction that allows somebody to enter into another person's property? They sue him for removing his things and everything, and demolishing everywhere. What about court injunction is that? We are finished with the country.
What's up, my people, and welcome back to Oba's Trending Gist, the channel where we serve you the hottest and the most trending gist. It's your guy, Oba. And today, we have a story that is shaking the political tables in Nigeria. The internet has been on fire. You've probably seen it. Former presidential candidate Mr. Peter Obi came out with a claim that his younger brother's property in Lagos was being demolished by unknown persons. He shared photos, he expressed his shock, and he painted a picture of lawlessness and political victimization. It looked bad, it sounded terrible, but just when everyone was getting emotional, another political heavyweight, Reno Omokri, all of us knows Reno and Obi know they use IC. In short, nobody say Reno and Obi know they use IC each other. And Reno we know just like Obi for anything. Anything Obi do, he go attack him. Reno Omokri stepped out with a full-blown analysis that turns the entire story on its head. And guys, the details he dropped are, well, let's just say, you need to hear this. He called Obi's move manipulative. Is this a genuine cry for help, or is it a calculated political move for 2027? Grab your popcorn because we are about to break it all down. Let's get into the gist. So, Peter Obi core message was simple. This is an attack on me for contesting the 2023 election. Lagos is a jungle and we are being targeted, but Reno Omokri came with receipts. Point number one, he said, hold on, Lagos is not a jungle. It is a city governed by laws. If there's a demolition, it's likely based on court order or a legal process, not some random act of political thuggery. Point number two, and this one is a zinger, Reno asked, if President Tinubu's government is really targeting Peter Obi, how come the banks where Obi has substantial interest just recorded a massive 325% interest in profit? Think about it. If you want to cripple your political opponent, you go after their biggest source of income, right? But according to Reno, Peter is having the best financial time of his life under this same administration he claims is victimizing him. It doesn't add up. And then the legal masterclass. Obi said a court cannot issue order against unknown persons. Reno, who holds a master's in law from England, basically said, not so fast. He corrected him, stating that the proper legal term is persons unknown, and it's a standard practice in law. He even cited a specific case, London Borough of Barking versus persons unknown. So the very foundation of Obi's claim that is illegal to have a court order against unknown persons is, according to a legal expert, completely false. It shows a lack of understanding of how the law works. Now, this is where the gist gets even hotter. Reno Omokri connects this incident to a pattern. He's asking, is Peter Obi consistent with his outrage? Remember the landmark big resort demolition for Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway? Peter Obi and his supporters were loud. They claimed it was an attack on an Igbo-owned business. But here's the kicker. Reno pointed out, the Oniru family, a prominent Yoruba family from Lagos and close to the president, lost an even bigger beach resort to the same project. Their property was also torn down. So, was it really an ethnic attack? Or was it a legal process of eminent domain affecting everyone in the part of the highway? But wait, there's more. Reno then takes us back to Anambra State. When the Anambra State government demolished the head office of Innoson Vehicle Manufacturing Company, another prominent Igbo businessman, what did Peter Obi say? According to Reno, cricket silence. Nothing. Even when Innoson complained they were being victimized in his own hometown, Obi was quiet. And the final bombshell, when Peter Obi himself was the governor of Anambra State, he allegedly demolished Premier Brewery in Onitsha and other structures. And get this, he reportedly declared that he would pay no compensation. Critics at the time even suggested he did it because he had personal investment in a rival brewery. So the analysis is this: Peter Obi has no problem with demolitions in the southeast by an Igbo governor against an Igbo business. But the moment illegal action happens in Lagos involving a person of Igbo origin, he is ready to sound the alarm and weaponize it for politics. Is this a fair assessment? Let me know what you think in the comments. Let's look at the evidence Peter Obi presented. He said he arrived at the scene and saw people demolishing the building. My people, in this day and age of smartphones, where are the videos of these unknown persons? Where are the excavators, the bulldozers, the tools they were using? He was there on site. He had time to take pictures of damaged building and make a video of himself talking, but not a single shot of the people actually doing the demolition. That would have been the most important evidence to expose who they were. Another question: if unknown people are illegally destroying your family's property, what is the first thing you do? You call the police. You get them arrested on the spot. Why was there no report of any arrest being made? If they claim they have a court injunction, which court? Who was the judge? Who filed the case? These are simple questions that can be answered with a quick investigation. The fact that the focus was immediately on making a public video instead of gathering real-time evidence and involving law enforcement, it raises serious questions. It starts to look less like a random demolition and more like what some are calling a coordinated media attack. The goal: to stir up emotion and start the campaign for 2027 way too early. The election is still years away, but it seems the politics have already begun. So to wrap it all up, on one hand, we have Peter Obi's claim of political victimization and lawlessness in Lagos. On the other hand, we have a detailed counter-argument from Reno Omokri and a critical analysis of the situation which suggests Obi is financially striving, not suffering under the current government. His legal claim about unknown persons are questionable. He seems to be silent on similar or worse incidents in his own home base. The evidence for this specific demolition is thin and focused more on PR than on facts. The big picture painted by this analysis is that this might be a deliberate attempt to use ethnic sentiment and a Lagos versus Igbo narrative to build political capital for the 2027 presidential race. But that is the gist as we have it today. Now, I have to throw this question to you, my amazing viewers. What do you believe? Do you think Peter Obi is a victim of a political witch hunt? Or do you think this is a masterclass in political manipulation, as Reno suggests? Is there more to this story that we are not seeing? Drop your unfiltered thoughts in the comment section below. Let's have a real conversation about this. And please, let's keep it respectful. If you found this breakdown insightful, do me a huge favor and smash the like button. Share this video with your friends and on your WhatsApp. And most importantly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Please, I'm begging. And turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on Oba's trending gist. Until next one, stay informed and stay safe.